Right now we're here in front of the Flypaper booth with founder Don Pierson, who's so generous to give us some of his time. Don, thank you for being with us. He has a very interesting software which is enabling a lot of different people to do some of the different things that are going on in the industry, and it's very unique, so I think it's something you might want to pay attention to. Don, can you give us a little bit of a background about Flypaper, some of its kind of place where it fits in the ecosystem?
Absolutely. Well, I guess the most important thing is to think about what Flypaper isn't first. There are many scheduling softwares, end-to-end solutions available in the digital signage industry, but what we found was that nobody was focusing specifically on the content problem. The industry is a huge consumer of content. In order to get the most ROI, you want it to be the most effective content that you can possibly get, but you can't afford to spend an arm and a leg on it and suffer the long development time. So that's the challenge that we went after. We're a completely platform agnostic software program. We output all of the industry standard content formats, interactive flash, of course, all of the different levels of motion graphics content, all out of the same box, and play very well in everybody else's sandbox.
Yeah, that's really great, actually. I mean, content has been a big topic right now. We know Phil Cohen, obviously, with Cohen on Content. People are finally discussing this. The technology is catching up. This is a great example of how that makes it happen, because in order to create a lot of content, it takes a lot of time, and it's a big barrier to creating the really types of high quality content that are out there. So could you talk about kind of how the program enables people to really get that value add of being able to kind of have specific one-off content very quickly?
Yeah, we took an approach that people intuitively understand. So we're actually built on top of Flash. That's where we get all the goodness in terms of functionality and quality and that type of thing. But we've got a page-oriented environment that we put on top of it so that people can think about that and creating pages of content, stringing them together either linearly or branched, and being able to navigate between them. But from the user's perspective, they don't know. It's all one seamless piece of content. And then we provide a whole bunch of easy-to-use Flypaper components that people can drag and drop onto these pages to add the level of sophistication and functionality that they're used to seeing, but in the past have required people with specialized skills. Flypaper has a lot of value proposition for those people, but you don't have to be somebody with those specialized skills to create and edit and maintain content.
That's perfect. Now let's take a look at that. Actually, we're going to go move over to a computer here and going to get a little bit of an idea just to see how actually simple this is. I've seen it, but now we're going to take a look at it, so we'll continue there.
Okay. This is the Flypaper Creator application in operation being demonstrated right here. But in the upper left-hand corner, you see the page-oriented environment that I was talking about. Right underneath that, you see the project map. This is where you string together pages the way that I was talking about and easily provide the navigation between them. And again, it can be as deep and as complex as you want, or very straightforward linear content, for example, if you're going to be outputting motion graphics type of content. Over on the right-hand side is what we call the Flybrary. That's our whimsical name for the Flypaper library. That's where you can go to get all of your media assets and the special Flypaper components that make it so easy to create content. I'll take a look here and see what's being created. It looks like he's creating a portrait page. Your page can be in any size that you need it to be, all the way up to 2x2x 2K film resolution, he's adding elements to the page. It looks like he's adding buttons for navigation and so on and so forth. But components can range the gamut. So like weather components, RSS feeds, all of the things that you're used to seeing in a digital signage implementation can be created easily with Flypaper.